What's up, everybody? Sean back with you guys for Week 8 picks. And before I get to the picks, I just want to let you guys know that, firstly, thank you guys for tuning in every week. I know there's a core base of subscribers that come here every week for my picks. I've been doing them 6 years running now. I do want to start by saying that there will be some changes to the channel coming up. The biggest change is going to be that I'm going to be uploading more videos on a variety of topics. So it's something I've talked about doing for quite some time. Tomorrow on Wednesday, October 26th, I actually turn 30 years old. So I will no longer be in my 20s. And I said, you know what? I got to do something for 30. And what I decided to do was to try to upload more videos to see if I can increase my subscriber base by going down a different path with different directions. You know, whether it's talking about a hot topic that's going on and giving my take, or whether it's talking about a certain incident in sports or whatever else it might be. So that's going to be an addition to my picks. So it's not just going to be picks videos anymore coming out each week. It's going to be a variety of things. However, I will still be doing my NFL picks, so don't worry, I'm not going to leave you guys high and dry on that. And what I'm going to try to do and what I'm going to try to shoot for is, as you guys can probably tell, today is Tuesday, if you're watching it today. So I'm getting this video out extremely early. The Yahoo lines just released on the Yahoo Pick'em in the against the spread that we're in for Geo Knows pool. And so I went ahead and looked at them and made my picks for the week. And what I'll do is I'll try to make a second video for you guys where I give you my parlays, teasers, and all of that on Thursday after I go to Delaware with my buddy each week. Now, last week was a little bit of a mixed bag. Last week I didn't do so great with overall picks. I was, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wins and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 losses. So 7 and 8 last week against the spread overall. So it's a very mediocre week. Again, that's going off my $100,000 parlay card that I read to you guys. Now, the good news is we did win one of the reverse teasers. So if you took all of the bets that I told you to take and gave you all of my teasers, my parlays, my reverse teasers, if you went ahead and bet those same exact plays, you ended up profiting money. The reason being that I didn't give you guys the plays that I had already lost in my video last week, which was like 7 tickets or so. So if you just took the video picks that I had made, you probably profited like 40 bucks or 50 bucks, whatever it may have been last week. Because of this reverse teaser hitting, which was a $5 to win $100 bet, and it was the Raiders, Colts, and Buccaneers on there. Raiders minus 6.5, Colts minus 4.5, Buccaneers minus 8.5. So if you took those plays, you won $100 on this ticket, and you ended up profiting. And we were actually super close to profiting a good amount of money in this $270 left on the table, so to speak, because of one game on each slip. This was a reverse teaser where the Vikings didn't cover 9.5. However, the Raiders and Colts both won. So we would have won $100 here had the Vikings covered the 9.5. This ticket here was a teaser, super teaser, and it was a $10 bet to win 70. We won every single game. We were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wins on this card and 1 loss. It was the Vikings plus 6.5. There went that. And finally on this one, it was a parlay card, and the Vikings didn't cover the 2.5. But we won the Packers, Saints, Raiders, and Patriots. So this would have been 5 to win 100 as well. So really close to actually profiting for me this week because, as I mentioned, the other tickets that I had, already discarded and not read to you guys, they ended up coming through and or losing. I'm sorry. And since I didn't give them to you guys, you would have profited if you just picked up the video at that point and did my video picks. But since I had made those plays and they lost, I ended up down $20. That's not bad. I bet 120. I'm getting 100 back, so I'm only down $20. So I'm staying afloat from these last 3 weeks, despite having pretty poor against the spread records overall on them. So that's good signs, right? The good news is I've looked at the picks this week, and I actually like the lines. I haven't liked the lines this much since I went 13-3 a couple weeks back. The last couple weeks, I've kind of been like, eh. So I do kind of like the lines this week, so I'm feeling pretty good about this week. With that said, let's get into the picks for this week, week number 8. Again, I'm going by the Yahoo current lines on the against the spread Geo Knows pool. And so those are the lines as of Tuesday. All right. So we got Tennessee. I like Tennessee here, minus 3.5 over Jacksonville. I like Cincinnati, who is minus 3 over Washington. I like Buffalo, who is plus 6.5 over New England. They beat them last time 16-0. I know Brady's back. He's been playing great. Buffalo tends to play New England tight. I think it's a close game. We're getting 6.5. Try to tease them if you want a couple more points, and I'll feel even better about that game. I like the Jets here, who are minus 2.5. I like Indianapolis, who's actually getting 2.5 against Kansas City. I'm not sure why that's happening. I don't necessarily believe in either team, but I think Indianapolis getting points here, especially 2.5. If you can get that over 3, I feel even better about it. So if you want to tease it, go ahead. I like the Saints +3 over Seattle. Oakland, yet again, getting 1.5 points here against Tampa Bay. I don't understand that. I think that's my favorite game of the week by far. Oakland +1.5 should be somewhat of a lock. I'm amazed that that game is even where it's at. Arizona's +2.5 over Carolina. I like Arizona to cover that. It should be a sloppy game, I'd imagine. Neither team has been, exceptionally well all year. Obviously, Arizona's been better than Carolina. I like Detroit +2.5 over Houston. Osweiler has been awful. He showed that last night, where Matt Stafford has been pretty awesome. I like San Diego +6.5 over Denver. I think it's going to be a really close game, and I think Denver might pull it out by like a field goal. San Diego's been playing some really good football lately, and they've been playing some really good teams. And they're doing all that without a lot of their weapons who got hurt this year. So I do like San Diego +6 here to cover that. Again, in this game, similar to ones I mentioned before, I like this if you tease it, maybe get like an extra 3-4 points on that game, then I really like San Diego here. I like Atlanta -2.5 over Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers has kind of struggled as of late. He had a pretty good game last week, but I mean, just overall, he hasn't looked the same. Matt Ryan, meanwhile, is playing out of his mind. His yards per attempt is like 9 or something, and his quarterback numbers are just through the roof. So I like Atlanta here -2.5. Dallas, I like -4.5 over my hometown Philadelphia Eagles, as I'm rocking the shirt. Philadelphia did pull out that sloppy win against Minnesota, but Carson Wentz has not looked the same the last 2 weeks. He's looked more like a rookie, more like you'd expect him to look. Meanwhile, Dallas is just playing unbelievable football and just kind of rolling on all the teams that, come through with them. So I do like Dallas to cover this 4.5. I don't love that game, though, so if you wanted to bet individual games, I would stay away from that. It's not one of my favorites. And finally, we get a Monday Night Football, and we've got Gio Knows Vikings coming off the loss to my Philadelphia Eagles against the Chicago Bears. And Chicago is going to be starting probably Matt Barkley, it looks like, at this point. And Minnesota, meanwhile, is just a much better team than Chicago, and the line's only 5. So I love Minnesota here, minus the 5 points. So we're going to go ahead and roll with that. All right, folks, so again, changes coming up in the next couple days and weeks. You're going to see more videos released, so I do apologize if that's an annoyance to you and you're like, hey, what the hell is all this crap? I don't care about this. I just want the picks. I apologize, but it's going to just be the way it is because I do want to do that for my channel and give it an opportunity to grow a little more and expand outside of NFL picks. And also, I enjoy talking about those types of videos, so maybe give them a check out and give them a look and see if you guys like it. And, we'll kind of go from there. So that's going to do it for my Week 8 picks. I will try to touch base with you guys again on Thursday or Friday, at the latest Saturday, to give you guys my parlays, reverse teasers that I take for the week, all that good stuff. I'll be heading up Thursday morning to go ahead and cash my winner in for this week and go ahead and make some more picks for the week. I'll probably make the picks on Wednesday night before I go up so I can just go up there, put them in, take off. All right, guys. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys did well last week. I hope you took my plays and you profited money as well. Thanks for tuning in this week, and I'll see you guys again on Thursday when I give you my picks for the parlays, teasers, reverse teasers, and all that good stuff. See you next week.